Hello and welcome to the Unidentified podcast, episode number 1, our third attempt at doing this, I think. Attempt. We've been screwed over and misogynized. Not misogynized. I'm gonna start again. Welcome to the.
No, we gotta leave that in.
That was a horrible intro.
Can we leave that as a blooper?
I was gonna say butt rape, but I thought that was too extreme.
No, butt rape is great.
Okay,
there's a sound clip for you. Butt rape is great.
Okay, brilliant. All right, I'm Adam McDermott. I'm the host. I'm joined by Randy Fluharty.
See, you don't announce the champion before the challenger.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Words.
Wait, what? Hang on there. Are these fighting words, Randy? Are they?
What? No, because I'm the host of the Steam review. Like, you can't dethrone me this time. My title is not on the line tonight.
Whoa.
I challenge you to a match at Night of Champions.
What?
You're the guest host.
There you go.
Guest.
So can I have Paul Heyman as my manager?
Ah,
I
God.
called it.
I get Vince in my corner.
I think Paul Heyman's a better manager than Vince.
But he doesn't own $1 billion company. His company went bust, didn't it? Bouncing checks. Silo's RVD $150,000.
But boy, can he talk.
Yeah, that is true. Okay, yeah, we're cracking on.
Yeah, Nathan just sits there in silence like, what's going on, guy?
Me and the rest of the listeners just twiddling their thumbs any second now.
No, like my SummerSlam review got like over 100 views. Like, there are people, granted they could have just been watching because I'm gorgeous.
Probably for the review.
There's no denying that.
Yeah, that's the other voice you hear there is Nathan Hughes.
Hey, what's going on?
Right, we're here to talk about stuff, random topics, gaming, mostly, hopefully.
Hopefully. It took us an hour last time, all of which is lost into oblivion.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes. We'll start with, Nathan, you said you were actually playing something this week.
Did I? Oh, I did. Like, oh shit, I'm on the spot.
Yeah. Look at your notes.
Yes, I have it here. Reading glasses on. I was playing Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I was playing that for a bit.
Right.
And yeah, I finished it. It was fine, you know.
So, how much of the side stuff did you do?
How much of the side stuff? Okay, so I played like 3 out of 4 of the Leonardo missions. They were fine. They were fun. Little distractions, I guess.
Exciting.
What else did I do? Just a lot of... I did all the Christina missions, you know, where you go back to Assassin's Creed 2. They were okay. I didn't do any of the modern day shit because it's just awful. Because you just get to run around the villa for 10 minutes.
Is Desmond still a part of it?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, it's yeah. No, just don't even get me started. I will get started on it eventually. But yeah, I find the game like it's a DLC game that yeah, it's a DLC game. Like, it's one of those... It's more of an expansion than anything. And I think there wasn't enough content to make it a great game. It was just like, it's a fine game. Like, I give it like a 7. So, yeah.
An awful lot of mediocrity. It's okay. It's fine.
It's fine. It's
passable.
They add one feature in it that's good. The Assassin Brotherhood thing where you just press the button.
Which is really cool.
Which is pretty sweet. It's very cool. But it's not used enough, I guess. It's not cool. Like, there's no... The story behind it is like, oh, you're meant to be the master assassin. And it's just like, you know, you don't really feel like that at all, I don't think. But
yeah. I liked doing that game in spite of its kind of lackluster story or main quest or whatever. It was just fun. It was fun to play in. I didn't need it in that game.
It was fine. The main story was absolute trash. Just awful.
I thought the managing of all the assassins and sending them out on missions and stuff and having them coming back and level up, I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, and they definitely they kept that right up until it's in 3 as well. Yeah, they have it in 4 as well. Yeah, they have it as ships.
I haven't played much of 4 yet, so.
Yeah, alright, 4 you do as ships. Like, you
God,
send
I
ships
hated
out.
3. I hated 3 so much.
Really?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, the Desmond stuff has always kind of sucked.
Mm-hmm.
But they really bring it home, and how it just gets so ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I just didn't care about Connor as a character. Like, he's kind of boring. Just I don't know. I thought the villains were... Hatham was a really cool character.
And now they're making Assassin's Creed Rogue because everyone said, "Oh, the Templar was the coolest part of Assassin's Creed 3."
It was the coolest part of Assassin's Creed.
And it was. But now they're making a whole game based on it. And it's kind of like, I don't know. A part of me thinks that, like, Assassin's Creed, the series, they kind of have, like, two teams where one's like, okay, we have this idea. We're going to do French Revolution. And next we're going to do Egyptian times, or a time after that we're going to do Victorian times. And then you have like that crazy other brother. Hey, everyone liked this part. Let's make a whole game on that. Okay.
Yeah. I feel like Assassin's Creed... Yeah, keep going.
I was going to say, like, because what was it? 3 had the ship in it? Like the
3 is the first one that had ships in it, yeah.
Yeah, and then they're like, oh, let's make a whole game on that. So they did. And then they had 4. But I think they said they were working on 4 for years, but they also said that about 3. So it's like,
who knows?
Yeah, you could be lying for all I know.
The credits, like, I aged like 3 years by the time I was watching the credits in any Assassin's Creed game. Like, so who knows, like, what's going on there? Like, anyone that even so much as gives it a passing glance while it's in development ends up in the credits.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Assassin's Creed hasn't reached its full, but like when the first Assassin's Creed came out, you're like, you see so much potential here. You're like, this is it. Like, this is where...
Yeah.
And they just haven't... I just don't think they've reached that yet. Like, the promise that first game set for me, like, they've all been... Like, the controls are still kind of not great in any of them.
Like, how many games did it take for them to add a fucking crouch button? Like, 4, 5 games? Like, holy shit.
And like I still run up walls when I don't mean to. Like I still jump off when I don't mean to. Like there's a lot of stuff that just it's still, and like the idea that there's going to be this like future Assassin's Creed with like the Desmond stuff, like the Desmond stuff on paper sounds great. It's like super. There's going to be lightsabers and stuff. It's going to be awesome. But then no, it's this weird journey that and Desmond. In Assassin's Creed 3, he's a weird-looking dude. Like, he progressively gets weirder and weirder looking as the games go on. Did you notice that?
Right. He looks exactly like he yeah. In 1 and 2, he looks weird. The same. 1 and 2, he looks the same. 3, or Brotherhood, he changes a bit. But then in Revelations, he straight up looks like Adam Sandler.
He's got like this enormous Adam's apple. He's super skinny and it's just weird looking.
It's like he went through super puberty in the animals.
but then you go into the counter stuff and the game looks great. So like it makes you wonder if 2 teams worked on the separate sections of the game.
I'm sure. But see, Assassin's Creed is a really weird series because I absolutely love the series, but I don't know why. Like I can't pin it down. The combat is shite. You do the missions are crap because you just do the same shit over and over and over again. And then they add in optional objectives, which are fucking infuriating because they're always like, they add a lot of challenge to the game, but some of them are just downright impossible. Like,
I so completely agree with you. Like, I remember playing Assassin's Creed 2, and I'm like, I like this.
Yeah.
But why?
Why?
Why do I like this game? This game kind of sucks.
I think it's because the world is really good. The history behind it is brilliant. It's amazing. Like, they put so much work into it.
Yeah, like you don't get this setting a lot. I think that's a big part of it. Like that's kind of why Assassin's Creed 4 to me, that's unfortunate for me that I got bored of Assassin's Creed because Assassin's Creed 4 is right up my alley. I think pirates are cool, and
it's cool.
I was so bored of it by the time I got to Assassin's Creed 4 that I'm like I don't want to play this right now.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's a weird series. It's a very likable series, very popular series, but I can't place why it's so popular. And I'm not.
Do you think that it's the promise that maybe
this one will be the good one?
Maybe this one
this
will
is
get
the one.
But get
found
what?
It, guys.
What is it to get? Like what?
At this point, it's been so long. I don't know what the promise is anymore.
Yeah.
Like now, when I think of Assassin's Creed, I have 7 games or whatever to think back. I'm like, this is what Assassin's Creed is. When Assassin's Creed 1 came out, like all the possibilities, man. I'm thinking about it, and it's like, oh, it's so great. But now there's been so many that I'm like, the promise is gone. Just hit the reset button.
But the thing is, like, if you go back to 1, you'd be playing this going, this is crap. Because it's just, you've seen how much it expanded. You know, you've seen how much it's changed. You're like, oh, it's missing this, and it's missing that.
But at the same time, a lot of things that are in 1 still exist. Like those trailing missions, they suck. They're still there.
They're still there.
The eavesdropping missions, guess what? They're still there, and they still suck.
Yeah.
What are they doing? There's no actual, like when I think about I couldn't even tell you.
I can feel your blood boiling.
Yeah, like I can't even give you an example of an Assassin's Creed main mission that I've enjoyed. I can't think of one. Because they're all like super generic stuff.
I can only think of two, but that's only because it's related to history, and that's the one where you're on the flying machine.
Oh, yeah.
And that's only because it's related to history. So it's like, I can't...
There's Boston Tea Party stuff in Assassin's Creed 3. Yeah. That was okay. But, like, other than that, like, you're eavesdropping, you're trailing. It's and the second you're seeing, you're like, oh, start the mission over.
It still bothers me the way you run around with a big hood. You're like, oh, make sure you stay, like, in with the crowd. You're like, this fucking guy walking around with a massive white hood on. Oh, he doesn't look suspicious at all, do he?
Even though we have hundreds of thousands of years at this point of these people that do this.
Yeah.
I think we'd learn by now that guys with knives in their hands and hoods over their heads, we should probably, I don't know, figure something out.
I think, right, actually, I might have an inkling as to why it's so popular. I'm
ready.
Right. So, before an Assassin's Creed comes out, everyone kind of speculates what era it's going to be, right? So they're like, oh, it's going to be Egyptian era, or, oh, it's going to be Victorian, or, Japan, feudal Japan and all that stuff. So, I think...
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. But I think they said they do not want to do that because they don't want to confuse assassins with ninjas or some shit like that.
But
they're going to do it eventually. Let's be honest. But yeah, I think it's the whole what's the word? Like the hype, or not the hype, more like the buzz. Like, ooh, what's it going to be this year? You know. And I think that's what gets people excited. But then when they actually realize it, you're like, oh, that'll be interesting, I guess. And then you see the kind of characters you get to play with of that era. So it's like, for Renaissance times, it was like Lorenzo, the Medici, and Da Vinci. That was cool.
Yeah.
But, I think that's as far as it really goes for most people. And then they play it, and it's like, oh, that was okay. Or maybe, oh, that was really good. But I don't know, I can't explain why Assassin's Creed games are so compelling.
The reason is that their marketing is so good.
Yes, that's very true.
Their marketing, it's a cool concept. You're an assassin in this period in history. It's cool. And then they sell the shit out of that, and people buy it, people play it, and they go, oh, crap, I didn't learn my lesson.
Those first couple of trailers for the first Assassin's Creed was like, this is what we need. Like, that was around the time when new systems were taken off, right?
Mm-hmm. That was the first.
Like, we need an Xbox 360 or a PS3 for this, because this is it. Like, this is where we're going. This is where games are heading.
Definitely, yeah. And I would agree with that.
I remember the trailer that has the house theme song. I'm like, yeah.
Assassin's Creed 1.
House. Everybody lies and stabs people.
But yeah, that's what they do. They just have a cool guy walking along, showing all the cool shit you can do, played to really cool music. And it's just cool. It's cool to look at, but when you play it, it's like, it's alright, I guess.
Yeah, and of course then you look at the trailer they showed at E3 with Everybody Wants to Rule the World by Lordy. That's class. Mm-hmm. It's such an unreal trailer.
Yeah.
And then you go, oh, they've done it again. They have cool music, show cool scenes, gorgeous visuals, all pre-rendered. Well, hopefully not this time. Mm-hmm. And then, you're hooked.
There'll probably be some pre-rendered.
I don't know. Unity looks okay. I've been watching like developer videos, and they've been saying all the right words. They've been very honest. They're like, "Oh, we know this didn't work in the past. We fixed it. This didn't work either. We fixed that too."
That's at the same time, you said they've done it again. I have no interest in the next two Assassin's Creed games, so they may be losing people. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's come out every single year and only have been incremental changes. Mm-hmm. It's not enough anymore.
Yeah. I haven't played any of the games all the way through.
No,
you don't need to.
You don't need to.
And I haven't played any of 4, any of the spin-offs, any of 3, a little bit of 2, and about half of 1.
Oh, Jesus. Well, that's actually enough, because you will know exactly, like, I can't say anything different to you that you'd be like, oh, how does that work? Because you'd be like, oh, I can picture how it works in my head, and it's that easy.
I just can't see anything that's different.
It's not really. It's all kind of the same. It's not different. It's the same shit. But
people have been complaining about Call of Duty. Assassin's Creed's been doing it for just as long.
And probably more.
Probably
because they got more spin-offs.
Yeah, they got the PSP and Vita ones that were kind of the same thing, and
Liberation.
And now there's just 2 games coming out on 2 separate set of consoles. Yeah. Like, what are you doing?
But the thing is, they're not bad games. They're just lazy games. They're kind of.
But they still sell like that's yes, lazy. Like, they're putting in the least amount of effort they can to sell as many copies.
Yeah. Like, alright, to be fair, the jump from 1 to 2 was phenomenal. Big jump.
Yes.
A lot of shit added. From 2 to Brotherhood, not so much. Definitely not. They just added in the new assassin thing, which is cool, yeah. But it's very easy to do. And then the multiplayer as well, obviously. But like, you know, not a whole lot of people. Well, I know what people do play it, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't perfect. And then from Brotherhood to Revelations, they added in, was it the bomb making? You get to make little bombs on the go.
Yeah.
You can make smoke bombs and distraction bombs. And
which I never used once.
Which is bullshit.
Once.
Because they took it out. And then the hook blade as well. And it was just basically...
The hook blade was cool, though. I actually liked the hook blade.
But they took it out.
Take it out.
And then in 3, you've no smoke or anything. It's just the same shit. You get a bow this time. That is just horrendous to use. You have to lock on and everything. 3 was a mess. I'll give it that. Like, I bought it when it came out, and it was just fucking unplayable.
And it was actually too wide open. I will give it like that. There's a whole lot of... Oh, and the hunting stuff was boring me to tears. Like, I didn't care about any of that stuff. And other than hunting, in those spaces, all you can do is run to your next objective. There's nothing else there.
Okay.
And other than, like, the viewpoints and stuff like that. But that's...
And then 4 had the big ship. Which was huge. Big jump, because it's a ship. You never got
a crew.
Well, you got the ship in 3, sorry, but now you have a crew on 4, and you can like sing songs and shit, and that's pretty cool.
The sea shanty, you get to chase the sea shanties around.
Woohoo! See, I love how we can easily just give out about it. Say, oh, this fucking series is so lazy. What a load of bullshit. But every year, like, we all have a copy of it.
Yeah, not this time. Not
well,
this time.
yeah,
I'm done.
well, I'm a sucker for it. I'm not getting Unity though. I wasn't too wowed by it, but we'll see. Maybe I'll wait for the review.
You're not getting it because you don't have a PS4.
Yeah, that's you.
I'm not going to get it because of my principles. Plus, if I had this system, I would totally get it.
Exactly.
Oh my word.
Anyways, moving on.
Anything else you've been playing with? Oh, you had the glitch.
That was
Did
a
you
great
put that
glitch.
up yet?
Oh yeah. So I was playing Brotherhood, and in the game you can chase thieves. They steal money off you, and like what you're meant to do is they like run on rooftops and shit, and you're meant to like tackle them. But I went to tackle this guy, but he jumped off the roof. So what happened was I completely missed him while falling off the roof, and then I hit something. So I was starting to do the falling animation, but for some reason I kept going upwards. So I was slowly going up into the air and just going off in one direction. And I was looking down going, oh shit, I'm stuck.
Requiescat Padre.
Yeah, exactly. Just screaming out, the liberation of Rome has begun.
Salute, Claudia.
You come to look
You
at
here
the
to
book?
look at the book?
Oh! I fucking swear to God. I'd never been... What? That was in 2, wasn't it? Where she just spins the book around to you. Like,
I think... Was that Brother? Oh, okay, maybe it was 2.
Yeah.
I thought it was Brotherhood.
It's fucking annoying as hell, though. Yeah, so I actually managed to glitch out of the game, and I just kept going. And I was actually impressed, because a lot of the game was rendered outside of the city. Like, there's a lot of painting done for the countryside and shit. Like,
oh, cool.
So I was like, oh, wow, you can actually see, like, you can see where they painted it, so they just put in an image, or texture, whatever, of, like, a painted forest. And I was like, wow, like, most people would just kind of like, oh, we'll get this far, and then leave it at that. Like, no one cares. You're not going to get this far. Unless it's me. So, yeah, I don't game glitch.
Yeah, is there anything else you played this week? That's about it, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a very quiet week for me. I was just chilling, playing a bit of Assassin's
Listen,
Creed.
you finished fucking Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Fair play to you.
Yeah, Jesus.
To be fair, I've finished Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
Yeah, but alright, well, congratulations to you too.
Thank you.
Right, pat on the back.
There you go.
There you go.
Randy, what have you been playing?
It is my destiny to tell you that I've been playing
Halo?
Super Mario Bros. No, Destiny. I actually, as of yet...
Bought it.
No, I did not buy it.
Then how are you playing it?
Okay. So my girlfriend was at the grocery store, and she walked by the local Red Box, and she looked at it. She calls me up. She said, "Hey Randy, Destiny's here. Do you want me to pick it up for you?"
She bought it for you.
No.
It's like a rental,
Red Box is a rental thing.
Okay, alright.
It's like a little rental kiosk. Like you just say, "I want this," and it pops out of the machine. Like, bring it back tomorrow.
That's handy.
Hookers.
Yep.
A whole hooker.
That'd be kind of nice. But yeah, she's like, "It's here. Do you want me to pick it up for you?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Oh no, wait, it's out of stock. Never mind." I'm like, well, now I kind of want to rent it. So I went and looked online.
Don't dangle
like,
it.
Okay. Yeah, like don't tease me like that.
Don't tease the dream and take it away.
and I looked online, and there's another Redbox a mile away that has it. So I'm like, okay. And I ordered it. I reserved it. So I'm like, no one's taking this. On the way to class, which I didn't want to go to, it was at freaking 7 o'clock at night. But on my way to class, I picked it up. I'm like, okay, it's here. It's in my hand. This PS3 version, by the way. I don't have a new console. Go to class, whatever. Come home, pop it in. I forget that every time. It's been so long since I played a console game that I forget that you have to install games on the PS3. So. Not only that, you actually have to download something from the PlayStation Store that was like 300 megabytes, which isn't that much by comparison, I guess. But I didn't. Yeah, and my system had to update because it's been so long since I turned it on. My controller's dead, so I had to plug that in. And for some reason, the PS3 controller refuses to stay on long enough to hold a charge. Like it charges just enough to turn on, but then immediately dies. So I'm like, okay, so I have to let this sit here for a couple minutes while it gets some juice going. I finally get the install process going. That takes like way too long. It's like a half an hour. Like holy crap! Like if I had this on my PC, it'd be done in 2 seconds.
And that is
granted, the PS3 is what is it going on 8 years old, so I guess I can't really blame it. But dang, that sucked. Like it's like 8:30 at night. I'm like I kind of just want to play this for a little bit before I go to bed. And finally, it finishes. I make my character, and I start playing. I'm thinking like I'm not a big Halo. I will say that I'm not a big Halo guy. I don't really think. I think those games are pretty overrated. They're not bad, but they're not the second coming of Christ that everyone seems to think they are.
Yeah, I've played all of them. I think all of them, and I never saw. I can't see the appeal.
Yeah, they're okay.
Well, I see the appeal, but they're not the greatest thing. No,
I actually prefer Call of Duty to Halo. I will say that. Which is taboo to a lot of people, I'm sure.
I haven't played Call of Duty in ages. But go on,
well, I haven't either, but yeah. So, and, like Peter Dinklage starts talking to me, and he's this little robot guy, and everyone's complaining about his performance, and I'll tell you why, because his performance kind of sucks. Like, he's really, I know he's going for, you know what Cortana is, though, right? Both of you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like, he's basically the Cortana of this game. Cortana had some human emotion behind what she talked about. Like, this thing does not, and it's weird, and Bungie also has this thing of really thinking their story is great when it's not. Like I don't think that.
Jesus Christ!
I don't think the Halo.
Piss off.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah. There's probably some other if I thought about it, I could probably think of stuff that I. Yeah, but
do you know those guys who spend 2 years on their game who think what they've done is good?
But no, like their story is, but like I don't know why, but every time I play a Bungie game, I feel like they're looking down on me. It's like, yes, you are experiencing the greatest story ever told, and like somehow they're watching me,
maybe
as if I should like
and you just don't realize
weep.
it.
Yeah, like who knows? But man, does the story in Destiny, it just doesn't. It's so cheesy, it's so generic, it doesn't take off right away. Keep in mind, I'm only like 2 hours in, so I can't. Maybe it gets really good. I've heard it doesn't.
I've read reviews as well, so that's pretty much what they agree with what you're saying. This story is just, not great.
And like, I wish I did have this on a newer console because it's blurry and it's pretty muddy and it's clearly not meant to be played on this thing. But it's it looks okay. It's good enough. And and I finally get my gun. I start shooting things. Like, hey, that felt all right. Mm-hmm. And like I'm shooting guys in their heads, and bigger numbers are popping off when I shoot them in the head. I'm like, yeah, critical hit, like yeah. And I was actually having an okay time shooting things.
Now, were you playing this on your own or with friends?
I was playing this on my own. Okay. I popped it in because I wanted to know. All right. The shooting, I actually prefer the shooting in this game over Halo, which again, probably taboo.
Mm-hmm. No, it's not taboo.
Taboo.
Whatever, it's fine. It should be better because their developers have longer to.
You're right. You're right, but other people are not going to think that. Anyway, so I did the first mission, and the first mission is basically just getting your ship, which I'm like, okay, that's fine because I need my ship to go places. That makes sense. Get my ship, fly off into the galaxy or whatever, and then I sit there for a minute. Why? Because it's loading. It's the longest freaking load time I've ever seen in my life. Like, oh, okay. Now that was the big load, right? That was the one. Now we're good. All right, let's go to the main city. All right, click main city, fly down. Super long load times, again, just to get to the freaking city. Like, I hear things running around, but the screen's still black. I hear people going like, hey, how's it going? Give me a quest. And I hear all that stuff going on. I'm still sitting at this black screen like, it's right there.
Your character's
like, I hear it. I hear it. And finally, the thing loads. Like, I'm getting super annoyed. I'm like, I don't ever want to come back here if this is how it's going to be every time. And I get my quests, I get my weapons, I fly out. Of course, the load time isn't as bad flying out of it, I will say.
Traffic, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's for sure. And then I go, and like, it tells me where I need to go. I only have one mission available. It's like, okay, I'll go here. And it's one mission, I go in. It's the same spot as the tutorial. The same exact spot.
Okay.
It's like, he alluded to it when we left. He's like, you'll come back here later and fight that big guy. I thought that meant hours down the road. Not like, oh, we're coming. This is right now.
Yeah.
I just got out of here. Like, I haven't seen my friends in a while. Can I visit a little bit first? No, you got to go back.
It's like
okay.
It's like the Dark Souls introductory level where you run up to the big fucking boss. You've no weapons. You run to the left, pick up a sword, shield, then come back around, and then finally take it down. Except with
you're actually
fucking
playing
10 loading screens in between.
Yeah. Well, okay. Play the PC version of Dark Souls if you have the choice, because that cuts way down. But yeah, the load time's so bad, and I once I'm loading back into this tutorial area for a super long time, like, this is underwhelming. It was just here. I don't need to do this again. I get back to where my ship was, because that's where the guy was. I kill him, and then it said mission complete. You'll be done in 30 seconds. Really? You're just gonna warp me out of here? Okay. So I looked around. There's nothing. So I just had to sit here and wait for 30. Like, I think I could have aborted faster, but I was hoping there was other stuff to look, like maybe a treasure chest or something. I don't know.
So, okay, do you just literally just shoot in this game? Is that all you do?
So,
and you've got the special ability when you rack up.
Well, you don't get that right away.
I get the shooting.
Yeah, 90% is shooting
and driving, like driving that little. Thing
which I discovered that I don't know if this was intentional, but the second I walked into the tutorial, I figured out how to get on that thing.
Mm-hmm.
And once I came back to that area, it said I didn't have it yet. So I don't know if it's like, oh, people aren't supposed to know that you have this ability, so they just didn't prevent people from doing it.
Okay.
A pro tip, if you want, you can use the little speeder bike in the tutorial.
So what do you think of it then? Is it a...
I like the shooting. I think the combat is pretty good. The combat encounters, the enemy variety, I will say, isn't bad from what I've seen. I've only been playing a couple hours, like I said, but the AI is real dumb. They're real stupid. Like, if it's kind of like an MMO for people that don't know. It's basically like a Borderlands meets MMO shooter sort of thing, and you level up, you get gear, blah 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 blah. But like an MMO, if I initiate combat and I run back a little ways, they stop chasing me.
Yeah, I find that weird.
That's
and then,
so
of course, they fucking respawn.
Yeah, it's just a weird thing. I don't know what. It's something like on paper. Oh, MMOs do this. Like, it should be fine, right? But this, I don't know. Like, it looks like Halo. It shouldn't do this. Those guys should be chasing me. They want me dead, right? They shouldn't stop because I walked around a corner. Like, oh, he's gone now. No, like, they need to be chasing me. And I found that, and once you know that, you're like, okay, well, I'm just gonna hang back and shoot from a distance because they're too stupid to follow me. It's a problem.
Did you, right, so when I'm playing Borderlands, like, on my own, or whatever, I'm not playing online, I always kind of feel like, I think there's more to it if I play with other players. Is that how Destiny is? Like, you feel like...
Probably.
You're playing it going, this could be better if I had 2 or 3 other players with me.
There was one combat encounter that I actually thought was really good. I had the guy scanning something, and in traditional shooter fashion, I had to protect him while guys swarmed the room.
Okay.
And that was actually a really cool encounter because they kept bringing in heavy, like, even people that I haven't seen yet. Like, oh, I don't know what that enemy does. And that was kind of cool. And I couldn't leave because it was like a big open area, so it wasn't like a little hallway. And yeah, it probably would have been more fun with more people, but those basic combat encounters, unless you want to make it more challenging for yourself by running in there like an idiot, those aren't going to be any more fun. With like, no matter how many people you have, you might be more careless because, oh, well, this guy's here, you can just revive me if I die or whatever. Like, it's not a big deal, but I don't know.
So
I played the beta, and
how'd you find it?
If you take away all the hype around it, all of it, I still found that it was an average game.
It is a mediocre game.
This
is based on 2 hours of me playing it.
This podcast is pissing everyone off.
I don't know if it is though.
I thought it was a mediocre game. I thought it was just average. It was just very meh.
But also, this kind of seems like the popular opinion. Like this game isn't nearly living up to the hype like everyone thought it would.
I was gonna do a review roundup, just saying like most people are giving it 8s, but they're saying
which is weird because that's exactly what I said.
Yeah, it's a beautiful game, but you played on PS3, so maybe you wouldn't.
It looks okay.
I won't say you get to
it's not The Last of Us.
Full effect. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah. Jesus. What game.
But it looks alright. It looks good enough.
Anyways, the thing is, like, a lot of them are just like 8s and 9s.
That's too high.
But
you can't. I don't get.
But
it
the
is
thing
too
is,
high. I agree with you.
Fucking bought it anyways.
But everyone thought it was going to be 10s or 9s or high. Like
it's not a 9.
But I think
it's not. I don't. As of what I've seen so far, from my experience and from what I've seen of other people, like I've seen videos and stuff, it's not even an 8. Like it's probably high 6s, maybe, if that. Like it's really well put together. Like it looks really nice, like you said. The sound design, great. Soundtrack's great. There's that combat encounter I said had a really cool track behind it. It was getting me pumped. But also the mission design is. Walk into an area you've been before, let me tell you. Hit square on a thing, the little ghost robot thing will pop out and start scanning, like, all right, let me scan this. Sometimes enemies will attack you while that's happening. Sometimes you'll complete the mission and you'll move on. That's the mission design. There's no, like, actual... I don't know. It doesn't feel like there's any stakes to what I'm doing. It feels like I need to learn more stuff, so I'm going to go here to learn the stuff and then leave.
It's kind of like cosmetically, like... On the surface, it looks gorgeous.
It's kind of like they made combat scenarios. They made combat scenarios, and they didn't think of anything else around it. Like they're like, okay, we have enemies. Let's just put enemies here. Mm-hmm. That's it. Like they designed the levels around the enemies, obviously, but there's no actual like journey. It doesn't feel like a quest. It feels like, okay, I need to learn this thing and then leave. And while I'm here, there happens to be enemies. Like it's pretty boring. Mm. Again, this is based on my 2 hours long game, and I got to keep saying that because I don't want to be like, this is the worst game ever.
A few hours as well, but then again, it doesn't get good till 10 hours in.
That's also a really crappy. Yes, you're right.
Why isn't it good from the beginning?
I agree with you.
I understand there being like a tutorial section for something like a Sim City or Civilization, but after a couple of hours, because I probably put in about maybe 2 to 3 hours, and I just thought I was not getting it. Nope. Done.
Yeah. So I'll probably just keep it for another day, play it a little bit more, and then potentially never touch it again, even if it comes to PC, because at this point I have lost any interest I had. On paper, it sounds like right up my alley. Like, like an MMO, more shooter than an MMO, but some MMO stuff in it. Like, that sounds great, but it's not.
Yeah.
They took the worst parts of an MMO.
I got to
put it in the shooter.
I gotta give credit. Excuse me. I gotta give credit to the marketing team, because every time I see that trailer come on TV, I always look at it and go, that actually looks really good. And I had no interest in this game at all because I didn't really like Borderlands. I never played Halo.
I love the first Borderlands.
Yeah, see, I wanted to like it, but it was kind of like, I don't know. I didn't like the humor. I didn't think it was
I will
funny.
say, the humor was real bad, but like, this isn't like Borderlands in that way. It's just Borderlands, guns fly out of you get loot constantly in Borderlands is more RPG than shooter. I'd say this is more shooter than RPG. Destiny.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the only thing I liked about Borderlands, just the constant loot and upgrading. So I guess. Yeah, well,
if you like that about Borderlands, well, let me tell you, don't play Destiny. Because there's not a lot of gear.
Okay. Well, all right. So what's that? An 8? Maybe no. You said a 6.
I said 6s.
Yeah.
But again, this is based on my brief
2 hours
experience with it. Yeah.
We'll see if it goes up or down.
I had a 6 out of 10 amount of fun last night when I was playing.
Yeah, and I was only playing the beta.
And if you had to put a score on that on the beta.
But I can't see. I don't know why It's not for me.
Yeah, I was going to say...
I'm sure people enjoy it. It's just not for me.
I was going to say, because like, I don't think you weren't a big fan of it anyways. You were like, I'm not too mad about it, so, you know.
Yeah, because I played the beta and I went, meh.
But were you excited about it before?
No.
Yeah,
I had no expectations. I went in and I played and I went, ugh.
Ugh, fuck this.
I remember saying to all of you before this game came out that this game was going to be disappointing and it was going to get 8s. I told both of you.
I told you, okay? Jesus.
I told you. And I was right. I just want, like, I know this doesn't add to the discussion. I just wanted to say I was right. Make myself feel better because I'm horribly depressed. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, Randy, don't break your arm jerking yourself off there.
I have 2.
Yeah. All right. Randy, did you get around to playing anything else in the past? You've been really busy with college, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that sucks.
College boy.
I was going to watch the Silent Hill movies because if people don't know this, but Adam and I kind of had like a disagreement about the Silent Hill movies last week when we attempted to record the second podcast.
Well, you said they were god-awful.
No, I said
terrible.
The first one is okay. I said the second one is paint-peelingly bad was the word that I used. Like it peels paint from the walls with its presence.
And I said that's a bit much. It's not that bad.
Well, I mean, it doesn't literally peel paint from the walls.
Yeah.
I will say that. I'll clarify that. If you thought I meant literally, then I will say I did not.
If you are a painter decorator and looking to strip paint from walls, do not buy a copy of the Silent Hill movie. It does not work. Okay.
But then that, of course, led back into our discussion about Resident Evil films, where I think the first two are pretty good.
I think they're all decent.
I think the first one is really enjoyable.
I think the first one's good too.
I think the second one is really enjoyable.
I think the second one's hot garbage.
See, it's so hard to kind of place which one's which because they all just blend into one.
The second one has Nemesis.
No, they don't. They're all very distinctive.
Okay, which is the one with
I agree with Adam on this one. The first one is in the laboratory. The second one's in the city. The third one's in the desert, so on and so on.
Oh, okay. I thought 2 was good. That was really good.
I thought 3 was okay. Yes.
2, yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
Well, there you go.
The one with the and they had the dogs in it as well in the school cafeteria.
Dogs are in the first one too. Oh,
yep, that was the second one.
That was pretty cool. That was a decent
there you
movie.
go.
There you go. Shit your face, Randy. What are you on about?
So we had planned to. I had planned to watch the 2 Silent Hill movies again, so I could get a more update because I haven't seen. Granted, I actually watched the second Silent Hill movie like 2 years ago or whenever it came out, and maybe even less than that, and still thought it was real bad. So it's not like my opinion's outdated or anything, but Resident Evil movies, my opinions are way outdated. I haven't seen those in a long time.
Here's a question for you.
What's
not strictly related. Well, kind of related. So to do with movies anyways. But have you ever gone to see a film or movie, whatever, but expected the worst? Like went into going, oh, this is going to be crap. But then walked out of it going, this was amazing. Like such a good movie. Because
I've went into films, not really in cinema, but I've downloaded films or watched films that I just didn't think were going to be great or just on a whim. And then, I really enjoyed this.
Okay.
I've gone to movies that other people want to see that I had no interest in seeing and was pleasantly surprised.
Okay, can you name one? Because I'm interested.
Yeah, I can name one. On the Road.
On the Road. Who's
that? The man who went on to be Tron. In Tron, the film, the guy who plays the lead character of that.
Oh, okay.
He's in that. Some other fella's lead character.
Jeff Bridges?
No,
or the new Tron.
Fella.
I was going to say.
I didn't recognize him until I looked up in IMDb.
God, Tron.
On the Road is a really cool film. I'd recommend that. Let me see here. Then there was Human Traffic, done in 1999. That was a really cool film. That was recommended to me by my friend of mine.
Was that the one you told us with Emma Stone in it? I think. Or was that the one with the movie she has to make? I think you told me that.
The movie she used to make?
Yeah, she was she's in a dirty movie or something like that. Is in the film. I think it was Emma Stone.
I need to see this.
You said something like she works in an adult movie store.
No, that's Adult World.
Oh,
that's
Adult
with
right.
fucking the God. What's certain? Hang on, let me just Google Adult World. It's with the
fact checking.
Anyways, Randy, do you have one that you were pleasantly surprised?
Yeah.
God, don't type Adult World into fucking Google.
There's 2.
Or do if you're in for a fun time.
There's 2 that come to mind right off the bat, and it was the most recent Die Hard movie because I thought I love the first. I love 1 and 3 Die Hard. I haven't seen 4. I thought 2 was stupid.
Hey. Okay.
It was okay.
It was snow. That was, it makes it more Christmas.
It was an airplane. Like, huh?
Yeah.
How did it happen again? Then World War Z was another one I thought was okay. It was pretty good. And going in, I had no expectations at all.
Adult World, I found that through John Cusack. I was on a John Cusack binge. I was watching whatever he's in, and it's Emma Roberts, who is Julia Roberts' sister, I believe, or niece or something. I don't know.
Yeah, she's pretty hot.
Did you watch Identity?
Yeah, brilliant.
That's pretty good.
Also, like Room 408 or 1408.
1408, yeah.
Is that any good?
That's one of the coolest scares of any movie for me.
Yeah. Which part? The part in the vent?
No, I was thinking the part where he's looking through the window and seeing himself on the other side. That was freaking awesome.
Or the fact there's like these little changes in the room that, his toilet paper is now redone.
Yeah.
After him like ripping away, and then he comes back and it's folded and perfect again.
Yeah, that's a pretty good movie. That's not bad.
So I basically went on a binge of whatever John Cusack is in, and I found Adult World through that.
All right.
Did you watch that Poe movie he was in? The Edgar Allan Poe movie? I think he was in that one, wasn't he?
Oh, God. That looked awful.
Did you see it?
Was it The Raven? No, I haven't seen it. My girlfriend loves that movie.
The Raven. I think that was it, yeah.
My girlfriend thinks that movie's awesome and made me respect her less, but I haven't seen it, so...
Anyways, I brought up that point.
Sorry, I love you less now.
I was just thinking about it as you were going on. It's like, this movie, because I was like, what was the movie I saw that I didn't think would be any good, but then I walked out of it thinking that was absolutely fantastic. And my one is actually a doozy of a film, because a lot of people, I'd imagine a lot of people listening would agree. I went in to see, like, my friend works in cinema, he got free tickets, whatever, because, no one was going to see it. And we went in to see Dread in 3D.
Oh, that's good.
And
I haven't seen it yet.
Swear to God, it is absolutely one of the best action films I've ever seen. It is so good. It's not Stallone quality. It's top. Like, it's like The Raid. Exactly like The Raid, but Dread is the main character. And it's...
Well, and it doesn't have nearly as many martial arts scenes.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
That reminds me of it. Like, I want to see RoboCop, the remake. Because A, I love the first RoboCop. B,
Same.
Michael Keaton.
Yes. Oh, thank God.
Need him. We need more Keaton. There's not enough Keaton in my life right now.
Yeah, he has that new movie coming out, the Birdman movie, which looks really good.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
I will watch it.
I will too, and we'll have a debate, say it was good or not. But yeah, I was saying, like, Dread is such a good action film because, like, you think you're watching it going, it's going to be like one of those really lame ass action films. We're going to have a really shit romance because the second lead is a female. So it's just like, they're gonna like smooch or whatever, and then
smooch
or whatever,
Nathan,
or whatever. But
smooch.
The captain literally just goes like, knock that shit off. Come on, you have a job to do here.
No smooching here.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, get back to work.
Hey, give me your badge. I heard you got you smooching. Anyways, yeah, Dread is a great film. Have you guys seen it? I know, Adam, you said you saw it.
I have not yet. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, I saw it.
Is it still on
good.
Netflix? I might watch
it.
Yeah, the slow motion scenes are exceptional.
Absolutely. Brilliant. Top notch. I recommend it.
Adam.
Yeah.
What have you been playing or doing?
Oh boy. Well, unlike you two sad sops, I'm not back in college, so I've had time.
Hey, I'm not back here.
That's true. He's not back yet.
But doing fuck all.
You don't have anything you want to talk about?
We
could talk about some wrestling for a while. We could probably go for another hour and a
half. NXT TakeOver's class, by the way.
Oh, I didn't watch it yet.
It's really good.
Sorry, Nathan. We're not. No, I'm not going to go down.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Just hear the groan.
You can hear. Can you hear my thumbs twiddling? Just a.
Yeah, I've managed to play quite a few interesting things. The first, I went back and tried to play Bioshock Infinite on 1999 mode.
Okay.
Which is the hardest difficulty, and if you every time you die, you get docked $100 or in-game currency, whatever it is, and if you don't have $100 saved up, you
game over.
Game over, completely game over. So that's a pretty cool idea, and I like it, but at the moment the combat started, I went, I'm out.
I like the combat in Bioshock Infinite.
You're the worst.
I don't like the combat.
I'm the worst?
Yeah, you're the worst.
Why?
Because it's one thing to have a shitty combat, and it's another thing to fucking like it.
I thought the combat in Bioshock 1 and 2 are garbage, but I really like the combat.
Oh my god.
What is
the antithesis of popular opinion?
I don't think that's true. I don't think anybody liked the first Bioshock's combat. I think people went to Bioshock for the cool story.
No. That is so not true. Everyone loved Bioshock 1.
Well, they're wrong.
Definitely,
it was
strategic. It was way more strategic in 1 than in Infinite because you could actually plan. You could put down traps and mines and stuff.
Well, you can do that in Bioshock Infinite if you want.
Not really.
No.
Well, you can't. Okay, fine. But who actually used Bioshock's 1's stupid mines and tricks?
I just mean Bioshock 1 and 2 is fine. It's a decent, good combat. It's okay. But Infinite strips back a lot of stuff, is what I'm saying.
No, it's not that. It's not Infinite isn't a bad. It's just it's not everything else around it is so brilliant.
Yeah, that too.
That the combat, when that's the sole purpose, like in 1999 mode, the sole thing you're doing is mostly combat, and that is horrible.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
I would not play. Like Nathan, you and I go back on this all the time. I got to that Comstock fight, and I'm just like, screw this. Like the combat is not perfect. I agree with you, but I thought like you said, Adam, it's all the other stuff around it's great, so I put up with the combat. I thought it was good enough. Yeah. I thought it was serviceable. I'm like, this is way better than those other 2 pieces of garbage Bioshock combat. Like, it wasn't good. It wasn't. I'm sorry.
Hey, come on.
It felt the aiming was not good. It didn't feel good.
Yeah. Although I think Infinite should be played in a PC, not console, for sure.
Wait, you're playing it on console?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think that just it's too finicky. Especially when you're playing the highest difficulty. It should be played on PC.
With a mouse.
Yeah, much better.
That's one thing I will say. I hate playing shooters with a mouse or without a mouse and keyboard, and playing Destiny with a controller reminded me how much I hated not playing a shooter with a mouse and keyboard.
For me, it's I prefer playing first person on a PC.
Yes.
But anything third person,
Absolutely.
even if it's a shooter, I prefer console and a controller.
I'm with you. Because something as simple as not aiming when you're in third person, but holding down the left trigger or whatever, and then aiming, like that just goes a long way. When you're constantly aiming in a first person shooter with a stick, it feels really weird. Cause I want to look over there, but I don't want to aim, but I am aiming. I don't know, it's weird. I don't like the feeling of aiming with a analog stick in shooters. So.
Yeah, I get you. Bioshock aside, the 2 other things I played as well. The first was God of War Ascension.
Tell me about it.
Because I don't know. I played up to about 4 hours in.
Okay.
Months and months ago, and I'd never finished it. So I was like, I'll play a game. What's that? Oh, there. I'll plug that in there and see what it is.
Did you start over?
No, I continued on.
Okay.
I'm not starting over.
Well, we've had the discussion, if you're away from a game for a long time, do you start over? And
this is one of those games you need to keep going.
Yeah, here's the thing. You don't need to start over because I don't know what the story was while I was playing it back a few months ago. So I still don't know what is now, so there's no real difference.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I remember specifically when someone came in and, oh, you're playing God of War Ascension? Yeah. Oh, cool, what's going on? I couldn't tell them. I'm going here.
Just look at them, shrug your shoulders, and just go back to disemboweling people.
I'm kind of just like fighting guys, and I'm going where the camera's pointing. And I was like, why? I genuinely don't know. I have no idea. Like with the other one, God of War 1, I'm killing Ares. God of War 2 and 3, I'm gonna fight Mount Olympus and take down Zeus. And then there's kind of little moments where they give you a bit of storyline as you're going. You'll kind of meet up with people in short little bits. But in God of War Ascension, you go for fucking ages with no inkling of story or what on earth is going on. And then you finally do get to a story point and it goes, just gives you a bit of information, and you're on your own again for another 40-45 minutes. You just feel everything is so disconnected.
Yeah.
Is God of War Ascension your Assassin's Creed? You don't know why.
You don't know why you're playing it.
Yeah, you don't know why.
It sounds a bit
like
I'm playing it because... No, see, the thing is, like, I adore God of War 1, God of War 2 and 3. Even the PSP games, I've played them all. And for obvious reasons, for good reasons, I really like them. Ascension, it's a God of War game, so I'm going to play it. And in fact, it's made me... I've now actually, because of God of War Ascension, I've started writing a thing called God of War Ascension Feels Hollow.
Okay.
And I've got 1,000 words written why I don't like it.
I was just gonna say that.
So you don't like it?
I do not like
Confirmed.
it. I'll give you the highlights. There's a rage meter in God of War Ascension.
That seems seems appropriate because Kratos is an angry man.
Yeah, he's just always angry. He's extra angry.
Yeah, in previous games, the rage meter, once it's built up to the max, you can click down the both analog sticks and go into a kind of a rage mode, and you're invincible for a little bit. Yeah, and you can get the new move set, and everything's really cool. Mm-hmm. With this, once you get to the peak rage level, then you can actually access your full arsenal of moves that were available to you always in every other game. Up until like in Ascension, you can only do about like 5 at the most, maybe a 5-hit combo until your rage meter is at the max. Then you can do your 8-hit combos. The unfortunate thing about that, if you get like hit or you're not attacking people enough times, your rage meter goes down. So you very rarely get to do your proper moves. And of course, once you get up to your rage meter filled and you push R3 and L3, then you do a special ability and your rage meter goes back to 0. It's so retarded, and it's horrible.
So basically, playing God of War Ascension is like getting back with your ex. Because you're going, okay, remember all the good times you had with God of War 1, 2, 3, that was fun times. Maybe I should, check it out again, see it.
It's just not the same.
She's not the same. She's completely changed. She doesn't get I have to click both her buttons now to get her going just the way she used to be.
My favorite thing about any God of War ever is in God of War 1. You know the sex minigame right off the bat, right in the beginning?
Ah, yes. Mm-hmm.
So, like, when you walk to initiate with the 2 chicks, and to initiate it, you jump on the bed and hit the whatever button it is, and the noise that Kratos makes to initiate sex is like it's fantastic. Like every time I initiate sex from now on, I have to go. Like that's.
See, the funny thing is, that's the same fucking noise he makes when he's swinging the blades.
It's because they clearly did not record dialogue for the sex, so he's like while he's having sex, it's just like, like it's fantastic. It is my favorite thing ever. That's how he. Yeah, that's his climax.
Oh, fucking hell. That's so funny.
God of War has never lived up to that moment for me since. Like, they started the show with the showstopper. It was perfect.
I was going to say, like, you ruined that sex minigame for me, and then I just realized what I was about to say, and I was like, okay, never mind. See, I remember playing that, you said you didn't know what the button was to initiate the sex minigame. It's a circle. I remember that because my friend goes, haha, it's like a vagina. And I was like,
what kind of weird gaping vaginas has that kid seen?
Well, it's hardly a square. It's the closest thing you can get. Oh, God. It's like, press circle for vagina. I was like, they kind of correspond.
I could stick my penis in there. It's a big open.
Maybe the triangle works better. I don't know.
Maybe. Oh, yeah.
I try to always put it in the X. It never works.
Fucking hell. It's just, I can't believe I never noticed that.
Oh, that's so funny. Actually, They just took sounds from other parts of the game and throw it in. And just make stuff rattle around the table beside it.
Is there still the same amount of boobies in Ascension?
What?
No, there's a serious lack of boobies.
2 out of 10. Will not buy.
2 out of 10. Lack of boobies, 2 out of 10. But there's like so much more stuff with it. There's like... There's this one enemy group that you just fight all the time. Every single encounter seems to have them. Mm-hmm. There's the camera showing like it's complete hand holding where they come into every action you do in a like a fight.
Yeah.
The camera will show you what's next to do. It will just like pull away from you and show you the next thing to do, even if that thing is right in front of you and glowing.
Yeah.
The camera will game will pause. The camera will just pan over, pause for a second on what you're meant to do next, and then pan back to you and let you do it. Because if they're afraid, people might not know what to do next.
It kind of did that before, but it wasn't so, like...
No, that's what I noticed. They do it. Yeah, you go into a new section, and go, alright, here's your section, and there's your objective up there. Yeah. And you go, okay, grand. But now it's every step of the way, it seems, alright, grand, you finished that little bit. Now remember, over here is where you're going. Oh, God. Yeah, it's horrible. It slows everything down.
It was a bad decision to... the ending to God of War 3 wasn't great because...
What are you talking about?
No, the very end where he's like, oh, he's still alive. I thought it would have been better if he just like... Wait, actually...
But Ascension is a prequel.
Wait, are they making... Oh, is it? Oh, I thought it was the next one. Oh, okay. That's
no, it's a prequel.
Fart.
This is set before God of War 1.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, no, I thought it was... Jesus. That is the take-home fucking segment there.
The final thing I had an issue with was the fucking platforming.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so the platforming in God of War in general always sucks.
Yeah.
No. It's not the actual jumping. It's the climbing.
Oh, really? But you just
it's
press
the
up
grabbing
and
the walls. No. It's the way. There's two things. One is the way he jumps from one ledge to another.
Okay.
It just looks like the momentum is all wrong.
Right.
The way he lands is too jerky.
Oh, okay.
The sound, he'll do one animation and sometimes he makes the grunt, and other times for the exact same animation he doesn't make a grunt.
Mm-hmm.
And it just feels it feels weird and often comical.
Yeah.
And then the other one is when you're scaling upwards, you can't tell what you're actually meant to grab onto. So you just push up on the analog stick. If it doesn't grab onto anything, you just wiggle it around and you find stuff, and just goes up the whole way by himself. Mm-hmm. It's horrible.
That really sucks.
It's really bad.
I was a big God of War fan. Like, I only played 3, like, recent enough. Like, maybe within,
3 is brilliant.
Within this year, yeah. 3.
I've never played
like,
3.
It's so
3
good.
Is brilliant.
You get to like punch in Hercules' face, like, just oh god, it's so violent and ridiculous. And you need those kind of games where it's just so over the top and stupid.
You wind your arm up and you go, huh!
Yeah. But yeah, like there's a scene where like Hercules has these cestus gloves. They're like lion gloves. They're like the lion's teeth or whatever. And you get to steal them off his hands, and you put them on yours, and you just start wailing in on his face, and his face just slowly starts caving in on itself, and you're just like, whoa, this is really graphic. Although
of course, then the scene where with Poseidon, and you see it from Poseidon's point of view,
so good.
And you're like, and the very final thing is you're Poseidon and Kratos is holding your face and his fingers are right up there by your eyes, and you push down both analog sticks and Kratos just digs them in.
See, it's really funny because it just goes silent and here's like that squish like noise, and you're like, oh, so horrible.
How did you do that? That was pretty good. That little squeak noise.
Yeah.
No. Nathan, like, it sounded like a mouse.
I can't do that.
I think it was one and done. Like, it's
gone. That's it.
It's a good thing we were recording it, though.
Yeah, good.
But as in fucking Ascension is such a disaster. It's not a disaster. It just also there's a complete lack of sound. Okay. You go through like 10 minutes. There's no lack of sound.
What? You define sound.
Like,
you mean music, ambience?
I mean, like footsteps. I mean,
what?
Wow.
It's just nothing. Sure, you can throw out your blade, but it's just like you go along and there's so lack of sound. It seems that's what I don't know. It's weird.
But what about
really that sounds really jarring. See, because like I know you're a big God of War fan yourself. Like you know, you're a big fan of the series. So when you say it's absolutely awful, and this like usually people who are big fans of things, they're more lenient. They're like, I can go overlook that. But if you're saying this is really bad,
no, it's a good game.
But it's not.
It's just not God of War good.
Okay. Yeah, I can see.
Objectively, it's a good game. It's got big boss battles. It looks gorgeous.
It just doesn't have the heart of like.
It's got an okay combat, which has been downgraded from previous God of War games. It's a good game. Objectively, it's a good game. It's just not God of War good.
So while you guys were talking about that, my mother showed up to my house unannounced, and she came into the room. She knocked on our door. While I was sitting there going, she heard all of it.
Oh, brilliant! She just opens the door, looks at you, deer in the headlights, slowly.
So it's record on my track. It's recorded. I'm just like, I'm recording something, and she's like, oh, that's what all that noise was.
Brilliant.
So
no matter what age you are, your parents will still walk on you, making funny noises, and just leave. It
just doesn't end, does it? Yeah. Yeah, she kissed me on the forehead too, which is appropriate. It was nice.
And took you.
When she did that, I was like,
and he just started blathering on about sex minigame.
Yeah.
So the circle isn't a vagina. God.
Yeah, you guys will get a treat for that. I'm sure you'll hear it. Because I'm too lazy to cut that sucker out, so you guys will hear it. Hopefully, it's not too loud to where you don't hear Nathan or Adam talk. It's probably not. I should be all right.
It's good.
That is grand. And now Nathan's speaking to someone.
No, I'm not. I'm talking to you.
Alright, that's grand, yeah. Fucking the last thing I'm playing. The last thing.
Yeah, The Last of Us.
The Last of Us again on my 9th playthrough. The last thing I'm playing is The Walking Dead. Season 1, Episode 1 was free, and I played the very first. Yeah, it was free a while ago to download, and I played it there a couple of days ago. I didn't feel like I was sitting there. I wanted to play something, but I didn't want to play anything that required. It was kind of one that I wanted like a passive game.
Oh, you wanted like an experience more than anything.
Well, that is absolutely what that is.
Walking Dead Episode 1.
Nice.
Fuck it, I'll try it out.
So you were not a champion of this game, right? You didn't care for it.
Never played it.
Oh, you never. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, never played any of it.
Go ahead.
So, yes, it's if you're looking for any. What's I putting it? If it wasn't for the mood I was in, where I wanted a passive game, I would never have played it.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you should know going up front what you're getting into, right?
Yeah.
You shouldn't go to Walking Dead expecting like this zombie. You shouldn't go into Walking Dead expecting Left 4 Dead. Let's say that.
Yeah, I don't like the. Well, not that I don't like. I'm not mad about the way it, like the right analog stick is moving around the thing in the screen, and the way that your character moves is a bit iffy. But again, that's not the main point. You're just getting from point A to point B. The dialogue is quite nice. The voice acting is solid. The lip syncing is off.
It is.
Which is just completely takes you out of it. It really does.
So I wish this game had like, this game would be, it's impossible, but it would be appropriate if it had like the LA Noire face system, because you're trying to read a lot of people's personalities in this game, and I feel like would be another game, another scenario where you would benefit from knowing the mood of your character, and the graphics that this game has doesn't go a long way of pulling it off. Like the big, you played through the whole episode?
Episode 1.
Okay. So the old guy with the heart condition, like he just constantly looks angry. And when he's not angry, he's got, like a sad face. But then he's angry again. Like he has no depth of emotions to his face because the graphics just can't pull it off. And it's
and when that happens, you have to rely on the voice acting, which is good, but not often. Every now and again, it's just completely off sync.
All right, number one, I will say, off sync. That's what you were gonna say. Is that all?
Yeah.
That's all you. Yes.
Out of sync.
Okay. Yeah, I thought you were gonna say it was not great or something. I thought you were gonna criticize the voice acting.
No, the voice acting is fine. Just the animations to go along of their lips alongside the voice doesn't match up.
You're right. But I mean, that game came out with a lot of technical issues, and I guess they're just like, screw it, people like it enough. We're not gonna fix it.
and here's the thing about it. Despite all that, I really liked it.
And that's the worst episode too. It gets way better. It actually. Yeah. This is another one of the cases where like, you only played the first episode. Well, you got to play the other.
What's your favorite episode? Randy, actually,
3.
3. Okay, I remember which one it is.
Why not? Why is 3 not the best one?
No, I was trying to remember which one it was, and then like,
lads, you can't say anything.
We're not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna like.
I was thinking about it, like
3 is the correct answer.
It's the most tough.
Oh God, stop!
To play. Just let you know you're in for
it's the most
roller coaster.
Stop.
It's the most.
I haven't heard a single word about the Walking
Dead
lucky. Story in years.
No, I'm not going to say anything.
We're not going to
3 is the correct answer. That's all I'll say.
But yeah, as in, it's once you like take it in, it felt meaty as well. That one, episode 1, I think it must have went like 2 hours plus.
Yes,
that was a meaty, because I remember going like, is this still episode 1? Because you move location, and like, is this still episode 1? Because you go from like one place, and you go to the farm, then you go to the like the pharmacy.
Yeah, you were in like the car, then you went to
and then of course you go over to the motel, and you got to find the woman.
Yeah, there was a long episode, but that is kind of rare. Actually, episode 2 is pretty long as well.
It's not as long as 1.
It's not as long.
I have just recently
played. But a lot
played.
Happens in it.
Yeah, that's true. I played 1 and 2 again recently, like as recently as last month, because my save got just borked, and I wanted to play season 2. Now that it's all out, so I'm slowly making my way through those again, so I can have a fresh save going into season 2.
Now, before the podcast, me and Randy were going to talk about something. What was it? We were talking about a new game came out that was like episodic, the new Resident Evil game. But I don't know.
Revelations.
Do you want to? Do you want to come back to that, or do you want to?
Good boy. You reminded me, like I told you to. I completely forgot.
Slightly younger than Good Boy.
Yeah.
So the new Resident Evil game, Resident Evil Revelations. Revelations 2. Revelations 2. Assassin's Creed Revelations 2 is coming out.
Yep.
And it's episodic apparently. The new Resident Evil game will be episodic. So, Randy, what did you say? You approved of that, or you disapproved?
So, I said that the episodic format has potential, but no one has pulled it off yet, including Telltale, and that's what triggered you to say, like, huh?
What? Just pull out my credit. Yeah, I was just right now, Adam. Like, since you are experiencing an episodic game, but the thing is, the game's already out. It's just split up. So
yeah, it's perfect for me because I plan on playing season 1. I'll probably get it in the next couple of days. Mm-hmm. And then I can just go straight into season 2 after that.
Which is my argument. Like, what's wrong with that? You say that the episodic format works. I'm like, but I mean, you could just stop playing if you want to.
Yeah, I've dipped my toe.
I would never play a game episodically. There's no way I'd play episode 1, The Walking Dead, and then wait 2 months.
I mean, it'd be
play
fine.
Episode 2. I just wait the full year and then play it all together.
It'd be fine if it actually came out on a consistent basis. But holy crap,
they
don't. It's like sometimes 2 to 3 months in between those episodes, and that's a long time. You forget.
No, I agree with that. That is very long. That is too long almost. It's just too, like, what's the word? They're just stringing you along for too long, and you're kind of like, oh, come on, just get it over with. I want the next episode. But, like, anyways, I was just saying that I've experienced both. I've played The Walking Dead all the way through because I got the season pass when it was over. No spoilers. I think maybe 2 months or so after it was finished. And I was like, okay, I'm going to play The Walking Dead all the way through, and I loved it. I thought it was brilliant, absolutely. It really got to me, and I didn't go back to 2 for some reason. I think I'm still waiting for. Yeah, they're all of them are out now. I think I might just do that again for The Walking Dead. However, I have played The Wolf Among Us, Telltale's other game. Now, the difference between
they have a lot of. To be clear, they have a lot of games. This is the other game. In that same format.
Same format, the same episodic format.
I think they're all. I think I don't.
A lot of them.
Sure, a lot of them are, but like this is the same.
The new recent one, they were kind of This was after The Walking Dead.
This game is in the same vein as Walking Dead. It's like you have a voice acted character you're choosing. It's not point and click adventure like those other games were.
No. But the difference between Wolf Among Us and The Walking Dead is a story. It's a story about survival. Like you play the game, you go from point A to point B, and you just try to live. You're trying to get by, try to not die. That's I'm sure there's loads of elements too, but I'm just boiling it down to like A to B, like simple as. But with The Wolf Among Us, it's a mystery story, and I think that having it as an episodic series makes it more. What's the word? Like it adds more to it, because if you're kind of thinking, you get a chance yourself to think, well, who's the suspect? Who could be the killer? Because a lot of the time the game asks you, who do you think? Where should you go? What should you do? It gives you choices. It never gives you like A or B. You can either go to 3 places. Sometimes you can even go to 4 places. And then you kind of think, well, what would happen if I went to this other place? So I know you can always just replay it, but if you don't and you just stick to the one story, it gives you a lot of time to think and be like, you become more invested in it, I guess. And maybe it just works for the Wolf Among Us because you get a chance to kind of think about what's going to happen next. Who do I think is going to be the killer or whatever, And
I think it might work for, like you said, like a whodunit scenario where you're constantly guessing. Yeah. And you could make a case where in The Walking Dead, like, oh, these people are trying to survive for a long time, and with it being episodic, it feels like a passage of time. Like at the end of episode 1, they're in a place, and at the start of episode 2, clearly, and especially based on the episodic format, clearly time has passed. Like it's a different season. They're wearing different clothes. They've been there a while. That kind of makes sense. But I don't know. Does it add that much? Like that part of it? Does it add that much?
Like it doesn't take away from it, and it doesn't do absolutely nothing. It does add to it to some degree, where it kind of makes you think. Like it adds a bit of meat to it. Like if you could just blaze through the whole Wolf Among Us in one go. I'm not saying it's a worse experience. but it's just not as satisfying, I guess, to follow the story or follow like the updates and all that. Like, oh, I can't wait for the next episode to come out, because you get more excited. Do you know what I mean? You get more excited when you see, oh, episode 2 is coming out, brilliant, I can't wait.
Or you forget about it.
Yeah,
because it takes so long.
Boo. I will agree with you though. They were taking the piss with the length,
and my other question. Keep going.
No, I was just saying, like, they did take the piss at one stage. I agree with you there. It was just too long at one stage. But
the question that I was going to bring up to you was, would House of Cards be worse, or better, I should say, would House of Cards be better if it was one episode a week?
Well...
As a House of Cards fanatic, as you are.
Fanatic? Me? What? Well, okay, so...
You like House of Cards?
Yeah, I do. I really like it. But I purposely don't burn through episodes, because hear me out, I'm very much in a minority, I'm sure, because I know a lot of people, when they find it an engaging series, they just watch the whole thing, and then
I love doing that.
But do you not feel so like empty and like, I'm nothing to watch now afterwards, you know?
I'll just find something new to watch.
Here's the thing, there's a couple of things with that. Episodic is fine, because if you want to watch it episodically, you can. If you don't, wait till it all comes out and watch it all at once. Play it all at once. For House of Cards, it's all available. Like you said, Nathan, you're in the minority. You don't watch it all in one burst.
No.
A lot of people do. Netflix said a shitload of people did. And if you don't want to do that, then you can... The great thing, like, it's just giving people options that they can watch or play it however they want to do it. It's just options.
Yeah.
There's no right or wrong way. It's just different ways.
But I guess, like, if there was never any mention of episodic, I would never do it that way. Like, if the Walking Dead episode just ended, like, the way yours ended, I would never think, oh, that's just one episode down. I would never think that way. So I'm kind of thankful that there's an episodic element to it, because once an episode's down, I usually don't just launch into the next one. I kind of let it soak in to some extent.
Yeah, I don't care enough. But the problem is that I haven't played the first one, the Resident Evil game. The problem that they actually have done is that they have come out and said that the season pass for the full thing will be more expensive than buying each individual episode separately.
That's hilarious.
What?
That's smart, isn't it?
No, it's not, because why couldn't someone just go and buy every individual episode? Who would buy I mean,
it's just stupid.
I think they said there's going to be like extra content added, but still, like, that's crazy to me that, oh, I want to buy this, I want to play the full season, so I'll just give you the $20 up front. Wait a minute, it's more expensive to do this than it is to buy each individual episode? Why wouldn't I just buy each individual episode?
Either of you play Resident Evil Revelations the first?
No.
I just recently, it was on sale, I just recently bought it.
Oh, part of the Capcom...
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that sale as well. I was considering getting Resident Evil 4, but then...
I was thinking about Resident Evil 4 as well, because holy crap, that game.
Yeah, it's only a tenner, but I think I'll pick it up some other day when I can actually put...
Yeah, I'm not gonna... It will be on sale again by the time I would actually get around to play it, so I'll wait.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of great stuff. There's like Dark Void is for $1.
So
Dark Void 0, to be clear. Dark Void...
I thought you meant the one.
The remake is $160.
That's alright.
But yeah, Devil May Cry is up there as well. They're good.
That Devil May Cry, that most recent Devil May Cry is a fantastic game.
Oh yeah,
I really enjoy it.
Yeah, I agree, definitely. I don't, everyone's mad about it, but it's damn.
Oh, they're wrong.
Definitely.
Because it's amazing. Except, okay,
it's really good. I thoroughly enjoyed a lot of that game. All the levels were class.
Oh, they were so cool.
Some of the boss fights were really enjoyable. The combat was slick.
The limbo
I thought it was really good.
I thought that was amazing. That was so cool.
The second last boss, who I thought was... Never mind.
Oh, I think I know who you're on about already. You said you didn't want to spoil me, but I didn't end up finishing the game, so because my PS Plus ran out. But yeah, I won't. You can talk about it afterwards. Yeah. I know the one you're on about.
It's a good game.
Cool.
Good game. Highly recommend it. In fact, I think it's my favorite one since Devil May Cry 3.
It's my favorite one. Those are old. Those old games are hard to go back to.
Well, Devil May Cry 3 I thought was really...
Well, 3 was ball-bustingly hard.
Yeah, but it was...
real hard.
I know, 3 was my favourite, and then, obviously, I just classified DMC as a different... It's not even part of the series, just different... I don't know.
It's a remake.
They're both great.
Reboot.
I've only played DMC, and I thought it was really good. It was so furious, like just you get so into it, just pulling off all these ridiculous combos, and it was just so satisfying. It's like a fighting game.
The levels, like Adam said, the levels were just so creative. They were really cool.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to one day going back, and I have a friend of mine actually has the platinum trophy in it, so which means you got to go through the game 6 times,
Nice.
and you got to go through on each difficulty, which you like change. Like one of the difficulties is that they don't stack because the difficulties aren't just harder; they're different circumstances.
Yeah.
Whereas one of them is that you die with 1 hit,
but so do
so do your enemies. Yeah. Another one is you die at 1 hit, but your enemies don't. As in, there's all these different ways. He's got these. He played through it 6 times, got the platinum trophy, and it's fair dues to him. But imagine being so good at that game, where with 1 hit you die, but it doesn't even matter because you're just that good.
That is absolutely like I need to see that in action. I need to see someone playing the game that well. Fair play to him for getting that. Jesus,
I beat the first Resident Evil game with using only the knife, and you can see that on YouTube.
Oh.
True, fair enough. So you got Revelations on. How much is on the Steam thing? Hang on, I'm just trying
15,
to check
I
here.
think.
15. No. 10. Down from 40. Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's it's very actiony.
Revelations?
Yeah.
Is it?
It's like a military shooter style game.
Wait, are you talking about Umbrella Chronicles or whatever it was called?
No, Revelations on the ship, the tankard.
Really?
Yeah, did you not know that?
No, I thought, but I keep hearing people saying, like, oh, it's like a return to form for Resident Evil. It's way scarier than those other ones. That's what I hear.
But you never thought it was scary anyway, so.
Well, yes, but I thought it was more of a survival. Survival's a better word for it than those other ones.
Lots of shooting.
Yeah, well, that's fine. I like shooting.
Good. Actually, this bloody sale is class. Also in the sale, Remember Me. More people should play that so I can get Remember Me too.
Nope.
Unfortunately, there won't be a Remember Me too.
There will not be a Remember Me too.
The music for that game is really good.
They had so many good things going for it. Mm-hmm. There's so many good things. The time in the memory manipulation is class. The environments are class. The sound is unreal.
The combo system was pretty cool.
The story is the combo is really cool. The story is interesting. There's so many great things to it. They didn't weld them together, and just it's unfinished. They need to do a second. Also, the game ends on a massive cliffhanger.
Adam, I got some relatively bad news for you. They're not going to make another one.
No,
they're not going to.
But that's fucking sucks.
They're not going to do it
because I really like it.
They're too busy pumping out the same Resident Evil remake that they're remaking Resident Evil. They're remaking the remake of Resident Evil.
And I can't wait. I'm actually pretty excited for it.
I'm actually pretty excited about it too.
Hey, this one. But I told you before, I haven't played. I played 4 in Resident Evil 4, but I don't think I played it in a friend's house, so it hasn't been enough to be like, oh, I played the games. So I haven't like properly played Resident Evil, and I think this will be fun.
Resident Evil 4 is among my top favorite games of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
But,
love that game.
Yeah.
Played on professional. That's how you should.
That's how I played
that is. Oh my word! That is an epic triumph when you get to that game on professional.
Jesus.
Every just once you get through a section and you're in the next section, you go, all right, phew. Okay, how are my resources? Oh fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you look at your resources and you go, oh my gosh, I've got nothing. Well, I guess I'm just going to have to either run through the next section, or I'm going to have to just headshot and kick him and then run, or I'm going to have to figure it out.
Knife him in the face and then kick him.
Yeah, just that. Oh, that's like the tension just getting ramped up. It's brilliant.
Yep.
It's unfortunate that the fucking the HD upgrade isn't really a HD upgrade.
It's not?
Well, they don't really. Not really. It's HD, but they don't like revamp the textures or.
I thought it was just the text that looks nicer, right?
Some of the. Yeah, more or less. Some of the cutscenes are still from the PS2.
Oh, Jesus, the menu looks pretty though.
Can I still play it though?
Yes, you
is
can.
Is it still like £20? Because if
it's not
currently
10.
it's 10.
Okay. That's
it's
fine.
on sale.
That's decent. Because I remember it coming out and it was €20, and I was like, here, that should be 15. Like, come on.
If Nathan.
Yeah, I don't care.
You're this
hey,
broke.
I am broke. I am broke. At the time, it was.
It should be free. What's going on here?
Hey, what's going on here? We should all experience this. This should be free. Come on, what the fuck?
There's fun stuff in there, right? Yeah, that's a game I'll definitely go back to at some point. Well worth it. There's so many good games that come out. Like Capcom, like DMC is good. Remember Me. DuckTales Remastered is up there for $7.
Oh, nice.
I was never that big into the first DuckTales to begin with, so
never played it.
Yeah,
it's never even.
It looks cool.
Okay.
I didn't even know what DuckTales. What's Dynasty? I'd never even seen DuckTales. I've never seen it.
It was a big cartoon, at least
that
in America.
Thing do you know that thing with Duck Dynasty? Isn't that some American television show?
Yeah, that's different.
It's not even close to the same.
Yeah, well, remember that thing came out where one of the writers for the show, one of the producers, is a massive homophobe.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was the star of the show that was a big, massive homophobe.
Oh, okay, and that story, like Duck Dynasty, head actor is a massive homophobe, and I went, like, fucking what? Scrooge McDuck? What's going on?
Scrooge McDuck is a massive homophobe.
He probably is a massive homophobe.
I was thinking, did they just discover this cartoon is homophobic? I don't know.
This cartoon is almost 30 years old, and we're just talking about it.
What's going on?
That's great.
That's like learning like Goofy is actually he's in the Aryan Brotherhood. It's like, what? All this time? Goofy is a racist? Oh goodness, that's brilliant.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. So episodic content, I'm fine by it. No issues.
It's fine.
I'm okay with
it. You know.
I don't think it works, but I'm not opposed to it. I don't think it adds what it needs to add, what they're going for. But whatever.
It's
okay.
It's
well, the idea is the fact that don't wait 2 years for a new piece of the game.
Yes. Like Half-Life 2 Episode 3, here it comes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and we move on. There's stuff actually happened. One thing's happened was Grand Theft Auto 5's release date.
I can
for PS4, Xbox One, November 18th.
Oh, great! It means it's coming out on PC the same day, right?
No, it's January 27th.
Why are you doing it to me? I want to play that game. I really just people.
It's okay. Sorry,
but
really,
it's good, yeah. But like, it's one of those things where like if you play it for so long, the charm kind of just starts to bleed away. And you're kind of like it just becomes the same old thing.
Kind of like Adam with Walking Dead. I've come this far without knowing anything about it. So to me, jumping in blind to Grand Theft Auto 5 is kind of an exciting idea to me.
Yeah,
it's very open world. Like it's the same kind of open world game. So like it doesn't really do too much different. Like
I bet it'll look real nice on my PC though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
When it ever comes out.
Oh yeah, January.
But that world is so densely, as in that world is so densely. And here's the upgrades they got for their next gen.
Mm-hmm.
New activities, new weapons, additional wildlife, lovely, denser traffic, new foliage system, enhanced damage, enhanced weather effects.
Wait, what does that mean? Enhanced damage? Does that mean like better looking car damage or something?
Better like what's the word? Reactions and stuff like that. Explosions and shit like that. Like it'd look better, I think.
So they're making it a better game. That world that they've created again. Like the only thing I've ever seen of GTA 5 was the video review for it on game trailers and a couple of gameplay clips of people doing silly things on GTA Online. Other than that, nothing. So I've got no expectations.
Yeah, Adam and I are going in. We're gonna go in together. Super excited.
See, the thing is, I sound really jaded. It's like, I guess it's cool, but it's a brilliant game. But like, it is still an open world game, and the problem with open world games is that eventually it does just get a bit boring because you're doing the same kind of stuff over and over and over again, and you're gradually unlocking things. So
one of the best open world games. If for pure just open world entertainment, the most fun I've had with a game is Just Cause.
Just Cause, the first one.
Yeah. Is there a second?
Yeah, there is. Just Cause 2.
Oh no, sorry, Just Cause 2. That's the one.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there. That is just I'm looking at it right now across from me. It's just so ridiculous. Don't even care about the story. Just get in a jet.
No, I've done.
Fuck about.
I think I've done about 10 missions, and I've got about 12 hours played in the game.
Yeah. I've done as far as the bit where you get the remote explosives, and then I just fuck about them.
Yeah.
Because
I think
there's no joy better than just throwing it all over like gas tankers on the map, and then just like flying away, looking back, just exploding. You're like, yeah. You feel like a badass. Yeah, Just Cause 2. Definitely.
Okay, guys, so I apparently can't be left alone here, so can we... Now my girlfriend's here. So let's move on. Can we move on?
Okay, we'll move on. I think, yeah, we'll just...
Let's do some Steam reviews, maybe.
Okay. Oh, do you want to... Did you want to do the other thing we were going to do? About the guessing thing? The review kind of thing?
Oh, for Shadows of Mordor?
Yeah, do you want to do that?
We should wait. Like, that's not coming out until the following week anyway, right?
Yeah, okay. Because I was thinking, is there any other games coming out? I was like, FIFA, maybe? But I wouldn't have enough to talk about it, so...
I don't care about FIFA anyway.
Like, I don't even give a shit.
FIFA 15, 9 out of 10.
I don't know what that is. I don't care.
Football.
Although I think it's time. I think I might get Madden 13.
Yeah.
That'd be really cheap. I have Madden 11.
Yeah.
And I just stay years behind.
Oh,
then I think I might pick up Madden 13 at some point. So it's like Madden 11. I think I've put about, I'd say, 400 hours into it.
Steam
I'm
reviews.
not even kidding. Yeah. Crack on.
So the Redskins.
Wendy, what is it about just this one time everyone decided to call over to your house?
don't know.
Did you invite them or just randomly all
my
show
girlfriend
up?
was coming here. I told her that I had the podcast today, so I'm like, all right, come after, like, come at 5:30. We should be done by then. It is currently 4:45.
That early bitch.
Yeah.
Huh?
She walks in, she's like all excited. She looks at me and she's like, "Oh God, he's still doing."
Yeah,
she just left the room without saying a word. So it was fine. All right.
She didn't even kiss you on the forehead like your mother, no?
Well, she's gonna wait for me, so she'll kiss me on the forehead.
Kiss something, am I right? Press circle for vagina.
All right, so this is the game where we pick Steam reviews for Steam user reviews of games that you don't know, and the other people that hear the reviews have to guess what game that is. Right? Like that's what the game.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got a selection of games here. I got 5 games.
Ooh.
This first one here has 4 reviews.
Holy shit!
Just in case you guys don't get it.
You would
okay, go for it.
All right, here we go. Keep in mind the reason I'm doing this because I keep winning. So we had to get me out of the running.
Oh, come on
now. It was tight. You were winning by the skin of your teeth.
Still won. It doesn't matter. You go back in the record books.
You make it sound like it's a landslide.
Yeah, you sound like it.
Because I keep winning.
No, I'm making it sound like I've won every single time, which is the case, which is accurate.
Barely.
Okay.
Dumb luck.
First review. Stole $220 from a guy who was diagnosed with cancer. 10 out of 10.
Watch Dogs.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Boo.
That was a good one.
How the hell did you get that? How did you?
Because when you said guy with cancer, there's a load of like screenshots of people who kind of with their phone out hacking into people, and it's just like, oh look at this guy, child molester. Oh look at this guy, how funny.
All right, so
how funny he has cancer.
I will read the rest of the. I'll read the rest of the reviews.
Okay.
Stole $5,800 from a homeless guy. 10 out of 10. NSA Simulator 2014.
That would have been a dead giveaway.
Yeah, which is why that was the third one. This was the fourth one. Hacked a guy and found this. Frequent online purchase, hentai.
Just like real life.
And the last one, in case you guys somehow did not get this, You Play Burn in Hell. That's the review.
You play Burn in Hell.
You play the service.
Yeah. That is horrible. A Ubisoft service is horrible.
It's bad.
Oh, I was thinking as in
Play.
Yeah, I was thinking you play Burn in Hell.
Yeah,
It's like
you play
some
and then
Christian
you burn
guy
in
going
hell.
on the Steam. You play this game, Burn in Hell.
You play is terrible.
Yeah.
It is god awful.
It's fine when it's not in the way, but
no, it's just all the way shite. It's terrible.
All right, so Adam has 1 point. He is in the lead.
Okay.
This next review.
Pressure's on.
I haven't cried like this since Titanic.
Walking Dead.
Adam has 2 points.
Oh my god. I thought we were buzzing. Fucking no. Go ahead.
He doesn't need to buzz if he says the correct answer before you do.
I thought he was going to yell and then he's going to guess, but sure.
No.
Go on, go ahead.
See, I win that one because I just played Walking Dead.
Like that was bad timing.
He cried when, what's his name, Duck, got on the tractor.
So this is the next review. At first, I really curious why this game has been given so many thumbs up from players.
God.
Now I know the game is masterpiece. It has potential to be Oscar movie, if you ask me.
Jesus, that was... Wait, is this a new game?
No. It's still still Walking Dead. Everyone calm down.
Jesus. Adam really leapt out of
Adam's like, Walking Dead, I get a new point.
Season 2!
Still Walking Dead. I'm sitting here 5 a.m. being psychoanalyzed by a video game on my morality. Spectacular. Next game.
Ooh.
Adam, if he gets this, he wins, because there's only 5 games. A game about drugs, hippies, and pirates.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Incorrect. Nathan, you have a chance to get on the board.
Drugs, hippies, and pirates.
Drugs, hippies.
The hippies
I can only connect... Yeah, I can connect the two, but the hippies?
Yeah, hippies? What?
This is direct. This is verbatim from the Steam review. This is...
I don't know. New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas. Why not?
Incorrect. Moving on. Oh, keep in mind, if one person guesses, then the other person gets a free guess. Like, that's why Adam had to shut up. Or letting the people know. You guys know that already.
Mm-hmm.
You can hunt deer with RPGs and flamethrowers while being high on shrooms.
Oh, I got it. Far Cry 3.
It is Far Cry 3.
Boom!
It's on the board.
I am back in.
You love that game.
I did, and the hippies threw me off, I think.
Yeah.
I think it meant hipsters.
Oh, hippies.
God, those hippies.
There's a big difference between hippies and hipsters.
But hippies is funnier.
I suppose.
Brilliant.
The other reviews, they're boring. They just
go ahead, go on.
No, they were bigger hints though. That's all. That's the only reason I picked them. Do you know the definition of insanity? It's not buying this game. Buy it. That's the next one.
The other one.
That would have been done.
Yeah, and the last one was just for fun. Is I like the part where I uninstall Uplay. I looked at the negative comments. Literally every single one was about Uplay. None of them were about the game.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play a Ubisoft game on PC because of Uplay.
It doesn't bother me as much as you guys, or at least
it doesn't bother me. Anyways,
Nathan hates it more than anything he's ever hated in his life.
I hate Uplay. It's the worst.
All right, next game. If still Adam gets this,
yeah, go ahead.
But Nathan has the chance to tie it up here.
Ooh.
First review. I love this game.
I hate.
Can
I go?
Each get a guess.
Okay. Half-Life 2.
Nope.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Let me think.
Of all the games people could love.
What is the most popular game? I'm gonna go with.
If you get this, I swear to God.
Skyrim.
Nope. You're trying to pull a Randy now.
Well, if it's not a puzzle game, it has to be Skyrim.
Your reaction last week to me getting that was
brilliant.
The funniest thing in the world. You're just like, screw you, Randy.
Yeah,
I hate you so much.
I hate you so much. Like,
I blame Nathan for it though.
You did.
Me?
You said
what?
Yeah, I blame you because I took my guess and then it was like Randy's guess and then you said no, it's not a puzzle game.
Yeah, if you
Randy
said that,
think it's
See, the thing is, I'm too nice of a host. I like you all to be.
No, screw you guys. I love this game. It's your only review. Figure it. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Next review. If you enjoy watching a cutscene, fighting for 3 minutes, then more cutscenes, well, this would be the game for you.
Oh, I want to say Indigo Prophecy.
Nope.
Fuck.
If you enjoy fighting.
See, I always fucking blow my load and give Adam a chance to think about it. So I'm like, I gotta get in quick.
It's this.
That was the first thing.
Enjoy cutscene, then fighting for 3 minutes. See, I'm thinking, is it Deus Ex?
Nope.
This is toughy.
I don't know which one I want to pick more. Do you want the one that gives it away? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know which
Keep
one.
it cryptic.
Just go for it.
All right. Those darn demons have poisoned the Mountain Dew factory, and it's up to our hero to stop them.
Devil May Cry. DMC.
Yes. All right. It's tied up. This is...
Yeah.
Dang, I took a commanding lead, and then...
You're right out of the gate, and then you got cocky.
Right, I didn't get cocky, I got clueless.
I picked up this last review here, which I thought was funny. You play as emo Justin Bieber on his quest to destroy Lil Wayne.
That's very good. Yep. I heard Mountain Dew, and I was like...
Why does Mountain Dew mean DMC?
Because there's a soda
factory.
Oh, okay.
If it had been Slurm, I would have been like, I would have been like just on that shit, because that level is identical to that episode of Futurama, the Slurm.
Now, this next game has reviews in which there are censored words in it, and I don't know what the words are, and even if I did, I wouldn't be able to say them anyway because I don't like to swear.
Yeah. Can you just beep it? Like, beep?
Yes, I will say beep.
Okay.
Oh god,
this would be awful.
Why you're such an idiot, Randy? Why would you pick a review with words you don't know?
It's okay. You're reading someone else's words. That's not you swearing.
I mean, you'll get the point anyway.
All right. Okay. Go ahead.
Ask yourself if you're a pretentious beep. If you answered yes, this game is for you. All others steer clear. This game sucks.
No, was it a pretentious beep?
This game is way too derp for you. 2, the number 2, derp, 4, the number 4, you, the letter U. All one word. Too derp for you.
Call of Duty Ghosts?
Nope.
Too derp for you.
What are you, like, I have no idea.
It's all come down to this. Nathan, you have a chance.
Is it Goat Simulator?
Nope.
Okay. Oh, that's a good guess.
Because I was thinking derp for you. Okay.
Pretentious Mario clone about alcoholism or something. Do not recommend.
Flappy Bird.
Nope.
That's a stupid guess.
What the?
What's that on Steam?
I didn't even hear. Can you read that back? Jesus. Flappy Bird. Pretentious Mario.
I'm so excited about it.
Jesus Christ.
I heard. Oh.
What the hell made you say Flappy Bird?
Flappy Bird!
Just yell it out.
No, I got the Flappy Bird!
Oh, Jesus.
Pretentious Mario clone about alcoholism or something. Do not recommend. That's the review.
Oh, I know it.
Oh, no.
It's too bad.
I know what it is.
You got
Depression Quest.
Nope.
Oh, fuck that. All right.
This is going to give it away.
Okay, go.
So,
but
Adam,
he knows what it is, so. You know.
But does he know what it is?
He thinks he does, and usually he's right when he thinks he knows it. So.
Okay, go on. I'm gonna belt it out the moment you start talking, Randy.
Hairstyling simulator.
Oh, now I'm completely. What are you talking about?
What are you fucking talking about, man? This is the red herring right here. I have no clue what you're on about.
What are you on? Like, I had it figured out.
Did you? Say what you thought your guess was. Maybe it's right.
I'll tell you after the official. But
why?
What do you mean hair simulator?
Just say what it was. Say what you're.
No.
Why not?
Because
just say it.
It's not related.
Oh, okay. Like
the way it is.
Fucking.
What do you mean hair simulator?
Just
wait.
Guess.
Okay. Can we have a hint or anything? Because we're both stumped.
I still have more reviews, but you guys.
You have more reviews. Okay, I'm gonna go with. Like, what?
I'm stumped as well. So
pretentious hair simulator.
That's a Mario clone about alcoholism.
That is the greatest sentence anyone's ever said.
It's like a game jam. We're just throwing out random words and finishing each other's sentences.
I'm having a hard time not laughing at Adam's Flappy Bird.
I don't know. Adam, do you have a guess? Because
this is good because this is the last one. This is it.
Yeah.
Oh, Rayman.
No.
That's a good guess. I get the hair. I'm gonna say game, but I don't think it's on PC rather. Catherine, maybe?
Nope.
Oh, fuck.
That was a good guess.
Yeah, because I was thinking... I don't know.
Alright, this should give it away.
Okay.
Braid some hair and time travel back in time to braid Hitler's hair.
Braid?
It is braid.
Oh, Jesus.
Adam wins. I was trying to do a trick by saying the game name in the review, but did not fool Adam.
That was a fucking...
Adam redeemed himself
Jesus
after the
Christ.
Flappy Bird.
Yeah.
Flappy Bird.
Flappy Bird.
It's not even on
No, it's
fucking
not.
Steam.
It doesn't exist anymore. It's been taken down.
Yeah.
Flappy Bird.
You just so emphatically, as soon as I was done, no, Flappy freaking Bird!
Yeah. Let's just go back through the recording.
And then immediately...
Yeah.
That was stupid.
That was stupid. Let's just get a soundbite of Adam saying Flappy Bird and just play it
Yeah,
around.
that'll be my
Flappy
text
Bird,
message.
Flappy Bird.
My text notifications. Flappy Bird!
That's how you know Steam reviews are on. You hear the Flappy Bird noise. Just gets gradually louder. Flappy Bird, Flappy Bird.
I
heard Mario clone, and I thought those
ignored
pipes...
all of the other
words.
Oh, I get it. Hairstyling.
I thought of the pipes and went, oh, Mario clone, but then I realized that doesn't even make any sense.
We'll get that sound clip in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're sorry.
Right, last review, just for fun, was more like brain, am I right? Like you need to use your brain? Screw you.
Yeah. The Steam reviews are class. The pretentious, I can get that. Mario clone.
That threw me off.
A hair simulator, I
alcoholism?
suppose, yeah. That's actually very clever.
Yeah, that's why
Alcoholism?
I picked that one.
Really?
Okay.
See, the game I was going to say was Spate.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I was thinking the Passion Quest myself when he said alcoholism. So I was like, that's to do with... I haven't played it, but I've heard it's loosely to do with...
So Adam is victorious.
Yeah, well done, Adam.
Do you want to take the reins on this one next time, then?
I'll be taking the reins and watching you squirm.
Watching me win again.
You're going to throw me in the ring with him? Jesus. I am dreading this.
Yeah, maybe Elle if she's she's around.
Oh yeah, Elle wasn't here, in case you guys couldn't tell.
Oh yeah, there's this other person. She couldn't make it. No. She might be here next week.
Hopefully.
Okay, yeah, and we'll conclude that there as I emerge victorious, and I'm gonna go celebrate by I don't know, patting myself on the back.
Sounds alright.
Yeah, so sounds enthralling. So that's the end of that. Episode 1 is in the books. Hopefully, this actually goes up.
Yeah, we're not sure anymore.
We're not. We just flip the coin, see what happens.
Technology.
Okay, so that's that. Thank you for joining me, Nathan.
Hey, you're very welcome.
And thank you for joining me, Randy.
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah,
maybe I'll be here next week. Maybe I won't.
Maybe, whatever.
No, fine.
Right.
He just does it too well.
Oh, your mother and your girlfriend are hearing weird noises from your bedroom.
Well, my mother's not here anymore. My girlfriend is probably like, what is he doing to his dog?
Jesus.
Why are we out of peanut butter?
I'm never out of
Okay,
peanut
yeah,
butter.
we're done. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.
I love you guys. Randy especially is great.